Hello. So today's topic, since I haven't done anything on Jehu's Revenge in a while, is about virtue signaling and what our Creator says about pointing the finger at others when your hands aren't clean. We live in a world right now that's basically enabling rulers and governments to dictate and mandate people to be each other's brother's keeper. That's virtue signaling. Snitching on people who don't comply because it's the right thing to do out of guilt. Look, if you're part of the 144K, if you're a light worker, and you think virtue signaling is okay, you better read your Bible again. We need to stop enabling these narcissistic leaders to control our lives. We were born into this world to be a light. We were born into this world to change the atmosphere and to change things. And if you can't tell, it's pretty doggone dark right now. Right now, we are living in a world where gaslighting has become the norm, especially when it comes to the media, the MSM. I've told everybody, get off the media. The mainstream media. That goes for Fox News as well. If you claim to be a part of the Church of Jesus Christ, you need to stop watching the news because they're lying to you. God made you to be autonomous. God made you to be a light, to shine, not snitch on your fellow man because they don't comply with disgusting rules that goes right against who you are, the nature of who you are in God, the creator of all things. The big G, not the little gods, the big God, the one who created you. I do have notes. The media wants you to go against the Creator's plan for your life. That's point one. How do we do that? By this virtue signaling and saying, oh, well, if you care about our elderly, you'll wear a mask in public. The 144 remnant does not comply, nor do we fraternize with Satan's kids. We're called to be salt. You want to know what salt does? It gives flavor, it gives taste. Interesting that this virus takes away your taste. That's a physical sign that this is bullshit. They want you to lose your flavor and your taste. Are you a child of the Most High? This is for the 144K. This isn't for just any quote-unquote church folk, Christian. If you comply with anything that goes outside the Constitution of your rights, you're going against the very fabric of the laws of the land. Just because they're trying to make new laws doesn't mean they're godly laws. We're supposed to listen to the Creator first and what we're to do in this time. Philippians 2:15. You are to be blameless and innocent children of God, without blemish in the midst of a crooked and twisted generation, among whom you shines as lights in this world. We're not sheep led to the slaughter. We are killer sheep. We don't comply with evil and wicked rulers. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. Isaiah 6:1-3. Read it for yourself. Talking about this time. Darkness shall cover the face of the earth. Gross, great darkness. But upon you, Lightworkers, my light will shine. The 144K. The nations shall come to your light, and the kings to the brightness. We are not our brother's keeper. And virtue signaling is acting just as that. We have to let people be who they are. We are not to comply with evil, nor are we to side with it. Anyone who blames another for their own fear isn't a child of God. There are so many scriptures in the Word, all throughout the text of the Holy Book, that says, do not fear, do not fear, don't fear. That goes right against God. When you fear, just like this virus thing, with a 99.2% survival rate, there's people running around virtue signaling on one another, or snitching, tracking, tracing other people's movements. That's virtue signaling. That's being somebody else's brother's keeper. That's not our job. Our job is to make sure our own soul is good and clean and pure. In Genesis, when God created Adam, what did he do? He breathed into Adam the very breath of life. Breathing is natural. It's a natural byproduct of the human existence. When a person's born, the doctor sucks out the throat chakra for that child to be able to breathe and speak truth, which we're supposed to be doing as well. Now, I'm not saying if you feel and it makes you feel better to wear something in public, feel free to. I don't care. That's fine. A face mask or whatever. You feel like you have to cover your nose and mouth, that's fine if it makes you feel better. But do not tell somebody else what they can do and what they can't do. That's judgment. And how you judge others, you will be judged. I'm not judging anybody because they feel more comfortable wearing a mask, especially if their immune system is compromised. I understand that. Feel free. But anybody who feels the need to snitch out a fellow human for not complying because they feel the need, because maybe God put it on their heart that they're going to be protected and they ain't gonna die with a 99.2% survival rate of this virus. This was a political stunt by the evil, wicked rulers of this world. That's why I won't do it. I know I'm protected, and so are you. Sure, there have been people who have died. I'm not saying that the virus isn't out there. I probably had it. However, here I am. Still ticking, still kicking. I had some cough. Well, the only thing I didn't have was a loss of taste. But over the weekend I wasn't feeling so hot. Well, I'm back to normal now. Yeah. The 144 remnant revelations, which is, I believe, this is the time we're in right now. Revelation 7 and Revelation 14. They are sealed by the angels and will stand up against darkness at all costs. This is what the 144K remnant will do in the last days. We don't comply. We don't fraternize with the enemy. We don't fear. We will stand against darkness and not fear the consequences of it. Because you know why? We are sealed by God. We are called to be a light in a very dark world. I've been saying this for the last year. And if you go through Blue Flame Integration, a lot of the readings and a lot of the downloads I got last year had to do with masks. If you don't believe me, get on my other channel. A lot of the stuff from last year, I was talking about all masks are getting ripped off. And what did they use? This is why I'm so stifled on Blue Flame Integration. Because I would know things that I shouldn't know. Prophetically, I would just know things. God would give me downloads. God showed me what was going to happen this year. Of course, I didn't understand the whole third dimensional, how it was going to come in. I just figured it was like, you know, people's true selves were going to be exposed, the wheat and the tares. And that's exactly what has been happening. People are exposing themselves right now. Please be clear on this. Know who you are. That's what we're called to do. Know who you are. That's why I spent the last 3 years pretty much by myself. Not dating. I tried dating. God put the ixnay to it. Every single person I tried to date. Nope, they weren't for me. And I'm cool with that. And at the right time, God will send the right person. I know this. I just want you all to know that you are blessed and highly favored. This is amazing times that we're living in. We are seeing the crumbling of the structures and the end of this age. Be excited, be ecstatic. Let your superpower come forth, no matter what it is. You're prophetic, or you're an evangelist, or whatever you are in the remnant, because we're all special. Anybody who's in the remnant, we're special. They know it. That's why I'm so censored. I love it. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe to this channel. I felt like, I know I haven't done a video for Jehu's Revenge in a while, and I felt like I needed to put something out there. especially for this time. I haven't done anything on Blue Flame either. I've been pretty much just getting out and feeling myself again. And after the huge dark night of the soul and my awakening to who I am, it's interesting because when you go through rough times, I was created for this. To be a light in a dark world. To not let people walk all over my boundaries, not let people walk all over the very fabric of who I am anymore. We're not called to be a doormat for this evil world. We're called to be salt and light. Remember, the Creator got your back. Anything you ask for, anything you ask the Father for, it's yours. If you have faith and trust to believe. I love you guys. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.